When we talk about financial inclusion, it is impossible not related with financial education. But the key are the financial skills. This means to achieve the behavioral finance in people. According to the Organization Economic Cooperation and Development, the financial literacy is a core life skill for participating in a modern society, and the lowest levels reflects the general inability to choose the right financial products and often a lack of interest in undertaking some financial planning.
In Tecnológico de Monterrey, we have the FIRST Center, which focuses on financial inclusion and research, as well as related topics. There not only is financial education provided, but also we must assure a real behavioral change to improve the financial decision-making of Mexican citizens through the development of strong financial skills. On the other hand, in Mexico, the National Institute of Statistics and Geography reports principally the financial inclusion as the access to at least one financial product by each person between 18 and 70 years old. However, this definition does not prove that people have financial knowledge.
According to the National Survey of Financial Inclusion in Mexico, published in 2018, only 54 million people use or possess at least one financial product. There are 577 municipalities in Mexico without a bank branch, ATM, or correspondent bank. This means that more than 14 million Mexicans don't have easy access to them. Doing a comparison, in Mexico, we have 13.7 branches and 61.54 ATMs for each 100,000 inhabitants. In Brazil, using the same proportion, it is 18.7 branches and 101.76 ATMs. Or if we look at Spain, 49.7 branches and 106.31 ATMs. In Mexico, 91% of payments of $10 or less are made in cash. For payments of more than $10, the percentage of cash usage decreased to 78%. Only 32% of the population in Mexico send or receive digital payments. If we compare with Brazil, it is the 58%, or with Spain, the 90%. According to the Federal Institute of Telecommunications, or ITF, in Mexico, there are 84 million people with internet access and 88 million smartphone users. However, only 78% are internet users in the urban populations versus the 50% in the rural population. The ITF describes 13 uses of the internet, but only 2 are focused on education and personal training.
If you have more than 12 years of education in Mexico, you are in the 88th percentile with at least one financial product. If you have fewer than 12 years of study, you are in the 68th. And if you live in the rural community, it is 10% less. In Mexico, only 29% of the population make a comparison with contracting and financial service. Our cultural wealth in languages is vast and in continuous preservation by the government. We have an indigenous population of almost 9 million and 68 different languages with different understanding of the word and interaction. It is highly necessary to think and work on proposals targeting these vulnerable communities which will not be able to understand to train in Spanish. The informal sector in Mexico represents 56% of the economically active people.
For all these reasons, in Mexico, the biggest divisions are due to education, employment conditions, and the type of sector, rural or urban. If all these variables are combined, there is a 50% difference in terms of financial inclusion. The challenge is then to embrace the entire population. So there is not just one way, not one unique solution that will solve the entire problem, but instead different targeted proposals. Therefore, different strategies are needed depending on the context in which people live. What is the solution in Mexico? We need to reach the population in different ways. The solution is a financial education based on the development of real financial skills and not just tons of information that is not going to be applied. This means not only making a simple conveying of knowledge, but a model to encourage and promote financial skills in the population. This model needs to have a reliable measure to really know the impact and continuously make changes and adjustments as needed in the model that is being applied. The results must be reflected in the national statistics. Therefore, the measurement of the impact will make the difference. Through it, we can modify, change, and adapt the project according to the results obtained.
We need to attack on all fronts for everyone and cover all the necessities, especially those without internet, without bank accounts, the informal employees, the elders, or just a speaker of other languages. Attack the informality in the business sector and in the small and medium enterprises with a strong public policy to introduce tools to the formality with a low entry cost. Focus on a central topic about retirement savings since early ages of education and promote the use of digital payments with a policy that reduces the cost of banking fees to micro enterprises, which were 4 million of those until before COVID. Now there are 25% less.
Even before COVID-19, the levels of financial education, digital payments, or any issue about financial inclusion were in low terms. All we now expect a stronger search, an educational model for the entrepreneurs based on financial skills to make a strong and lasting business to pyramid base. We need to ensure that every Mexican has access to the model of financial system, whether on paper, digital, or aerial. A higher coverage liaison with the government and banking system to give access to entire population and offer it in different languages depend on the geographic area.
We are tired of hearing, what is the problem?
Or how to solve the problem?
The important thing is to do it, and we have already started.